Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Alabaster Dawn. It is the next action RPG from the developers of Crosscode, and one that I'm very excited for. It's coming out in early access today, and I figured I'd check it out with a video. I know I did a full series on Crosscode back in the day, and I'm planning on doing the same thing here, but I'm probably going to wait until the game is done before I do so. Otherwise, I'm going to get like partway through and then have to start over, and that always sucks. Easier to just redo the beginning once. Anyway, with that, I guess let's dive in and see how it goes. I know the demo's been available for a while, but I wanted to wait until the game was actually in a launch state, because there's only so many times I can cover, you know, a story-based game before I lose my mind. And this looks gorgeous. I wonder how it must have been for you. Wow, they really upped their game. When the sky darkened to deep red, Nyx's arrival. Is it a giant meteor, or is that a ship? Years of preparation, and it still caught us by surprise. We all panicked and ran for the shelters. We all felt it. The only way for us to survive was deep underground. Sleeping and waiting. For a chance to strike back. At what? The meteor? I'm sure that's like actually a thing. Yeah, there's monsters on it. We're finished here. Everyone, the capital gates aren't much further. I'm not going to try and voice act this. I'll leave that for when the game's out. Now we advance. Let's split up and strike from every side. Nico and Silas, you take the right path. Fanny, Bia, Eshrin, you go to the left. Neem and I will take the old road. Forever forward, together as one. Lead the way. Holy shit, they did wait, are these 3D models? I cannot tell. They look like sprites, but there's how many different angles for each of these characters? This has to be 3D. Just with like a really complex filter over it to make it look like it's pixel art. It could be one way or another, and I have no clue. Here they come. A to dodge. Alright, this is familiar and fantastic so far. Can you believe this is made in HTML5? I freaking can't. Purged. Daemon, a moment please. Yes? We're just getting close to the nest, yet the Numera are already this aggressive. Don't you think it's strange? These weapons were given for this day. This is not beyond us. I know, yet. Do the gods want us to turn back now? No, but please be careful. Do not worry. Let's head on. Surrounding me. Yeah, that cripes, this rules. Careful, it's enraged. Beam. Block and parry. I think I would have had to wait. Oop. Vermilion Scream. What? Got it. Eshrin, what are you doing here? Less talking, more hitting. Finish it quickly. Yarut, what do you think? Taking the initiative. Was never great at taking orders. And I need you to improve on that quickly. You two were falling behind. Eshrin, stay close. Oh, they're hovering on their staff. That's cool. So I wonder if this is one of those where they were pre-warned about the meteor coming down and knew that it was filled with monsters. There, the nest. Right inside the gate. Unbelievable. That's a big one. Okay. Probably cannot block the, like, charge moves. Maybe I can. It's getting enraged as well. Nope. Nima, some help? Now, quickly. Quickly. Big punch. Time to end this. Nima, ready. No, that might be pixel art. It's impossible for me to tell. God damn these people. Yes. We did it? That doesn't seem good. Reinforcements. They're all enraged. One final push. Stay strong. Yet when we needed them most, the gods failed us. What? Their power vanished right in front of our eyes. The divine gear. Damon! I really, truly cannot tell how they did the visuals for this. It looks like it's pixel art, but they just have a gazillion angles. And that dark red hour of despair. I was glad you still slept, untouched by the god's silence. The end of the world. Now, I might as well say there's a very small chance I'm playing the wrong version of this game. I don't think it's going to make too much of a material difference for this one. Mostly I'm just getting the world out, and also this demo seems extremely good, so it doesn't really matter. Juno, wake up. Huh? Hello? I am constantly over the moon. Anyone here? No cargo. It's all empty. I'm constantly in awe and over the moon with the fact that indie games... Huh? What? What is this? Anyone here? Hello? Move around, dash with X. Or dash with A. Sorry, I'm using controller. There was a period of time where effectively the bottom and middle had fallen out of the games industry. Largely... Oh, what's that over there? For you to interact with it. Is that a divine marble? Well, I guess it's mine now. Anyone in there? Divine cabbage. Oh. Juno, Olira, you've awoken. Marble and valor, united at last. You're a water pig. Yes, that's me. Greetings. Of course. Is everything all right, Chosen? I'm not really a Chosen. You're not? Not anymore. Strange. Still, it was meant for you to find me. As the spirit of your marble, my name is yours to choose. Right. Cabbage, then. Cabbage? Your name? Really? Like the Oh no, what is? No time to chit-chat. Put your hand out. What? Divine Sword of Vasya. Sword to cleave sorrow and pave the way to progress. Chosen or not, you surely know how to use this. I do. Use your sword. Attack with X. But there was like a period of time. Oh, we're getting experience. Yeah, of course, this is an RPG. Oh, that path just opened up. Well done. You certainly fight like a chosen, but I'm not. I was cast out. Everything looks so strange. So, Nyx is still here. Yes, the curse has ravaged our world. We are deep within the Lost Lands. What about the others? My village, is it safe? I do not know. You don't? The gods are silent. Silent? What? I'm sorry, it's my parents. I've got to get home. Then we'll have to get across this gap. What? What are these walls? It's an ambush. I wonder if she has a charge attack. No, she does not. That's fine. Combat system seems pretty solid. Oh, but we probably do have the parry. Got it. Let's go on. Yep. Okay, so we still have the parry. But yeah, there was a period of time where the lower end of the games industry had kind of, god damn it, another one who didn't make it. And this route is closed off too. Maybe there's a way up there. What is that flower? I've never seen this kind before. A gift left by the gods. It will replenish your health when you hit it. Hit it, but it's pretty. Well, alternatively, you can rely on your healing bulbs whenever you're low on health. Let's see. Well, I can ignore that. I haven't taken any damage to begin with. Out of reach. What to do now? Just the right time to expand your arsenal. Reach out your hand. Gun! Nope. Voga Solus, Divine Crossbow of Vasya. A bow to pierce truth and pave the way to progress. The crossbow. That should do the trick, right? Right. So, what other weapons do you got? That's it, actually. Oh. By the tree, I swear it. Alright. Sorry, you two. Gotta hit you as well. Oh, this is familiar. Yeah, the combat system is decidedly Crosscode. But smoother? Kind of? We'll see. It feels more speedy. All the flowers went poof. I wouldn't call those flowers, personally. Okay, is there any reason to go up there? I don't know. Hard to say. I don't know how many of those shots. What about those things? Flowery enough? Certainly more flowery. There we go. It feels zippier. And, like, Crosscode was already quite smooth as far as... Crosscode was already quite smooth as far as, like, action RPGs go. But they've improved it further. What I was going to say, hopefully, before the dialogue kicks in, is that there wasn't a whole lot of, like, low end of the games industry. The transition to 3D had wrecked a lot of studios. Permanently, really. Feels like I'm getting the hang of it again. Your chosen powers seem to have grown stronger already. So growth chart, learn, passive skills, and combat arts. We don't need the tutorial. Let's move on. So this is going to be a fun talent tree. So we've got actually two. One for the sword and one for otherwise. So River Tap. I think we already have this one, though. So we can do Minor Gem slot for Clio Solus. Minor Gems to activate special effects. That's fun. We also have Ocean Ring. Charge your weapon. X after performing a backstep to... X after performing a backstep to start charging. Rainfall. Hold X after the first attack of Water Dance to perform a rapid flurry. Good to quickly fill the break bar. X after you quickly successfully parried an attack to do a counter stab. Or wait shortly after the second attack of Water Dance, then XXX. to execute a combo that's especially effective against broken enemies. So let's start with the Rainfall for now. And maybe Crashing Wave. Okay, and then we also have this one. So another minor gem slot. Divine Marble, these are all learned. So I can gain extra health, extra armor, stamina cost of dashing and guarding. Affinity is critical hits, break accumulation, or damage. Let's go for the break accumulation. Though, maybe damage would be good too. Well, I guess we get both. Duration of status effects. Increases damage to broken enemies. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to just go for like a breaker counter build, maybe. Do I have anything on this one? I do. Right trigger without aiming to perform an auto shoot. Shoots 2 arrows at a target in sight. Right trigger without aiming to after a parry to perform an auto shot at the parried target. I kind of want to go the other direction. Let's see. Charge arrow in the area. Charge arrow shots. Let's just do Twin Fangs. This will get me access to more things. Oops. Okay. Don't necessarily need to do that. Shoot the pretty flowers. Another ambush by flowers. That's something I can pick up? No, it doesn't look like it. Enough already. Kamu Village. Hello? Anyone? The wellspring, it's gone. I don't understand. What's going on? Cabbage? Is everyone still in the shelters? Where are the gods? I still don't know, I'm sorry. How? Wasn't it the gods who sent you? Placed you at that shelter? Yes, but still, they're silent. Was this your village? No, it's further on. There should be a shelter near there too. Let's hurry. The path to the west seems to be blocked off. We need to head south. Okay, so unless we get interrupted again. Oh, yeah, we are. The green patch. Must be divine. It is a boon provided by the gods called the Way Sprout. You can stop by here whenever you feel beaten up and take a short rest. Okay, replenish health and healing bulbs. Respawn healing plants, but also some enemies. Okay, so I can rest here. Might as well. Continue on. But yeah, so bottom half of the industry had kind of fallen out just because the transition to 3D was particularly toxic to smaller studios because of consoles kind of making the switch and a lot of people being, I'm going to say, like, very progress-minded with visuals. You know, pixel art, for example, fell out of favor or moved to handhelds, but the financial incentive wasn't there. This looks a bit tricky. You know what to do? I can handle it. I'm good. Yeah, so we just need to shoot this thing. If I can find a way in. That's the tricky part. Oh, I see. Get that. I don't know. I might as well look in the other area. But you can kind of see a lot of, like, really promising studios that put out a lot of... They were all reaching to be the biggest and baddest AAA games, and a lot of them failed. And that's how you got a lot of those, like, really interesting... Are these wasps? Okay, so that's the rapid stab. Which does a nice amount of damage. Okay, so it's 2 hits. Or it's attack and then hold X. There we go. Yeah, that's a fun combo. Like I said, I think they've improved the combat system dramatically since Crosscode. Crosscode was already immaculate. World clearly has no need for bigger wasps. Yeah, no kidding. Cursed creatures in a cursed land. Also, no kidding. I hate wasps. They're, like, I've grown to accept that bugs have to exist for, you know, the environment to... Oh, we could do interesting vision. Bridge is broken, huh? We'll have to find another way around the river. Let's see. I actually don't want to go that direction. There we go. I don't know if we have a limited amount of ammo or if we can just keep shooting. I'll have to experiment with that. Oh, probably a checkpoint? Probably a checkpoint. That seems interesting. So what are these? Pierce. Oh. Not sure the point of those. Guess I can break that. Stuck? I can handle it. Okay. And so, like, it actually took a while before we started getting small games again. They still existed, but it really wasn't until Steam. Okay. It wasn't until Steam made, I gotta work on that one. Until Steam made it a little bit more viable for smaller scale games to work, effectively by providing a distribution platform that wasn't reliant on physical games. All of a sudden, small developers who don't have the money to, you know, buy 100,000 physical copies to sell, you know, all of a sudden, they actually have, like, a place and a market to sell themselves without massive financial overhead that was very much the purview of larger studios. But the problem is that we lost a lot of really good developers and really good studios that had made absolutely brilliant games beforehand that couldn't... gotta get used to these combos. You know what? Actually, take care of those, because those are just gonna get in my way. Okay, so that's the combo. Presumably. Maybe? I really wish there was actually a combo tracker. A way that I could tell if I'm actually doing the combo correctly or not. Got him. Leave it from there, and then all we have is plants, and that's nice and easy. What was I going to say about anything? But yeah, a lot of studios that had, like, really good institutional knowledge or, like, great ideas for games had all kind of gone by the wayside and no longer existed. No longer existed. The developers, you know, lost their jobs, are all kind of wrapped into increasingly larger... Oh, that's an explosive. I could have hit that. Increasingly larger studios. You know, Grand Theft Auto is now made by... I think Grand Theft Auto was originally made by, like, 10 people. And then it scaled up to 20, then 50, then 100, then a couple hundred, then multiple studios, and now it's like a couple thousand people to make Grand Theft Auto. And so that's where a lot of those developers went. The Quickwood fields, they're all pink now. The curse seems to transform the land in unexpected ways. Better than rotten wasteland, I guess. And so, luckily, we've started to see, like, a lot of new developers starting to not only, like, come into prominence... Okay, that's a different kind of plant. Indeed, you better dodge whatever that thing is shooting, or reflect it. Oh, you mean using my shield? Precisely. Note the red arrows. Those mark incoming projectiles that can be reflected with your guard. Reduce damage. If you start your guard right before the attack hits, you can neutralize all damage and reflect certain projectiles. Still don't know if I'm getting the combo on that one correct. Okay, don't think I can hit that one. Yeah, might as well just use it. Yeah, still don't know if I'm pulling off that does bonus damage to broken enemies combo. I wish I could almost turn that on screen to see if I'm pulling it off. As like a small guide to be like, hey, am I getting this action correct? Because I don't have the feedback for it. I think that's what pushes me to button mash in a lot of games. Okay, so I can parry them. I can also knock them into the water. The shelter isn't much further. And so what happened with a lot of indie devs is that they made like really promising smaller games and have actually managed to graduate that somewhat into making larger and more impressive games using, you know, heightened budgets and stuff. That's something I'm actually really excited for because the middle of the industry is starting to repopulate from the bottom up. And it's starting to repopulate, I would say, with better developers. It's not uncommon that you hear about a developer that's like, you know, legendary in the field, and some part of them is turned into kind of a toxic monstrosity. And I know that still happens within the indie side of the industry. What? What in Remus Rock is this? Okay. I don't know if I can parry that. Hard to tell. Avoid that. I've forgotten how to... Stay away from that. I've forgotten how to heal. Okay, down to heal. One, two, three. Got him. Tough bugger. Uranium Mew, presumably. But the other thing is, a lot of the indie devs... Oh, I guess I should focus on this. Here it is. Liam Shelter. Looks like it's still hidden. What are you doing? Open! Juno. It's pointless, I know. Am I seriously the only one out here? Let's continue to the village. Nowhere else to go. A trail branches off here. The village lies to the south, not much further. Hopefully we get the ability to explore a little bit more as we go along. What was I gonna say? The other thing is a lot of the developers that are starting to populate, probably gonna tell me to go the other direction. No? Oh, I see. I can't. The other thing about the games populating from the smaller side getting larger is that we are starting to run into a lot of, like, really interesting games that would have been really interesting games that, like, wouldn't have been possible or even remotely close to viable. Ow. Okay, let's just go over here. We go over here and wipe these out first. There we go. I'm gonna... take that out if I can. Yeah. As much as I want to do fancy combos, way too many enemies. Just not particularly wise. Ow. Not particularly wise to try and, like, combo all of those simultaneously. And so I'm not going to bother. What happened? It looks like that Nyx vein just opened. I'll have to weave it from close up for things to happen. I see. I'm so glad there doesn't seem to be a limitation on using ranged attacks. I was hoping that would get rid of the crazy tentacle. I'm assuming at some point we start reclaiming the world, maybe. Maybe. Of course it's broken, but I can make that jump. We're almost there. But, oh. I have to... get rid of those guys. I'm gonna hit this, get some healing. There we go. That does a decent amount of damage, even if it's technically supposed to be the one for breaking enemies. There we go. Let's see, do we have anything else around here? Back home. It's all the same. No wellspring. Nothing. It's really just me, isn't it? Juno, I'm sorry. Cabbage. Why? What is the point? Sending me here all alone, in a cursed world with no guidance whatsoever. Sunken gods. Juno, I'm sorry I can't be of any more help, but there is a point to this, I'm sure of it. The gods, they let you out of the shelter. They gave you a weapon. It was them who sent you on this mission. The mission? You mean to fight Nyx and lift the curse? Just me on my own? That's not how I remember it. 12 chosen, 12. 6 valor, 6 wise. That was the gods' plan. Indeed it was, but now it's just you. Just me. The outcast chosen. Are you joking? Juno, I'm serious. You may yet be able to free everyone. Your target is very close. And how do you know that? Did the gods finally whisper to you? No. Just look over there. Huh? That pillar of light. You're saying that is? The very thing you've been chosen to vanquish. All by myself. It's all we can do at this point, right? Right. Let's just run in head first. Okay, first and foremost, I probably have leveled up a couple of times. A little. Okay, let's do... Hold X. Okay, we've already got that. X after you successfully parry an attack. To do a fast counter stab. I should try that. So... Triple X to perform a basic combo that can hit multiple enemies around. Last attack hits twice. Yeah, activation delay. Wait shortly after the second... Oh, second attack of Water Dance. Okay. I guess I should finish spending my growth points. Damage broken enemies. Oh, this costs 2. Well, boost affinity... Damage with crits, max life, more affinity. Damage of divine arts, we don't have any of those. Stamina cost of dashing, dodging. Boosts armor. Break accumulation when parrying. Stamina cost, deflect. Damage while shielding. Armor up, armor up, armor up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save for double trouble on that one. And then right trigger after a successful parry for an auto shot. Let's go for that. That's the combo. Okay. That's why I was hoping there would be something I could put on the screen to just, like, tell me if I'm pulling the combo off or not. But it is what it is. Yeah, I think a lot of it is just the fact that a lot of the, like, smaller studios are perfectly satisfied with modest successes or, like, enduring support as opposed to, like, must be the biggest blockbuster ever. I want to make... Oh, so this is what it looks like. A nest. This is not the same as the previous nest. However, oh god. I'm just supposed to walk in there and weave things? This place looks suspiciously empty indeed. You'd better be on your guard. Okay, well first, I was really hoping I could... Oh, this refills my healing as well. Okay, that's huge. I should have been doing that this entire time. I was wondering how I get more of those, other than the checkpoints. Oh. Trapped. Juno, above you. By the tree, what is this? Bug! Another wasp? This must be the guardian of the nest. Be careful, Juno. Okay. I'm close to breaking it. Got it. Oh. 1, 2. Nope. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now is it doing a... Oh. I don't think I can parry that comfortably. But I might be able to block it. Ow. Okay, there's some hits in there. It's tricky. What? Okay, decent damage. Rude. Okay, that was it. Still got 1 heal. Unfortunately, it's probably going to do the crazy laser again. Ow, that did not work. Nope, can't do anything with that. Okay, can dodge. Okay. I think the problem I have with that mostly is that it can still hit me even after it's landed and doesn't look like it's damaging anymore. It's not a big deal, but slightly problematic. Yeah, the problem is I'm not actually sure which of these moves is safe to parry, so I'm kind of avoiding doing so. But it's fine. We did okay. Phew. Great work. It looks like the way is cleared up. Time to take care of this nest. You know what to do? I think I remember. Still, it's a bit intimidating up close. I'm sure you'll handle it fine. Just give it your all. Okay, let's hope this works. Look at that. It's all bluish. You did it. With the nest successfully weaved, the curse should cease. Glad it worked. Juno, what happened? I appreciate the greater instances of like sort of cutscenes and scenery and whatnot. Man, if only it were this easy. Kill a bunch of parasites and all of a sudden the world turns green. I'll wait until we can meet again. Hmm? Oh. Easy, Junie. Junie, is she... Mom? Dad? Junie! Sweetie, you're finally awake. We were so worried. I'm so glad you're here. So glad. You slept for almost a week. We thought you'd never wake up. A week? Sweetie, we're so proud of you. Why does the mom look so much younger than the dad? You did so much all by yourself. Well, I guess the dad, like, the family just does have naturally gray hair, so maybe that's part of it. Or white. Rise and shine, Valolira. Cabbage? What's with that look? Don't tell me you thought it was all a dream. It wasn't? All this, the grass, the trees, it all grew back just like that? A blessing from the gods, all thanks to you lifting the curse. Cabbage told us everything. Everything. Only the glorious parts. My daughter, the chosen. Savior of Hyman. You really remind me of your grandfather, Junie. You're special. Aren't you exaggerating? Little Junie, as humble as ever. You must be thirsty. Let me get you something to drink. The memory garden's still here. Yes, but we still gotta shape her up. So much to do. What about the village? Oh, you should go for a look. Indeed, everyone wants to see you. Right then. Now don't you forget about us. We love having you here. Of course, I'll be back soon. Love you, Mom. Dad. What? A character who isn't an orphan? I legitimately thought it was going to be, like, that was going to be the realization is that some of those skeletons were her parents. Nope, they're alive. Off to Liam, then. Okay, map menu and check the journal. I'll figure it out. Okay, growth chart, inventory, journal, collection. Well, first and foremost, journal is pretty obvious. Seems like there's another tab for stories, but eh. Collection, statistics, enemies, a bunch of things. Okay, well, I leveled up. I have enough that I can actually increase the break damage, which is good. But I think I'd prefer to actually do more damage at break gauge, considering the boss seemed to have a hard limit. Oh. Right trigger without aiming after Twin Fangs to shoot a charged up arrow at the target. Neat. And we don't have anything else. Okay, so the map menu is this one. So we could go to the memory garden. but we want to go over there. Ooh. Yeah, so impact site, the crater, some other things. Let's look around for a little bit. Might as well talk to the parents a little bit more. Hello, Junie. How you doing, Dad? Good, good. Well, adequate given the circumstances. Everyone's working tirelessly to rebuild, so I cannot be the exception. Junie, dear, how are you? Hey, Mom, I'm fine. Are things going well? Oh, don't you worry about us. We'll get everything back in order in no time. Maybe we should start with some more bookshelves. You know how your dad likes those. Always feel at home when seeing old books on the shelves. Yeah, I'm liking this, and I'm actually really happy to see that we have a voiced protagonist. I loved Leah as a silent protagonist. I thought Leah from Crosscode still remains probably one of my favorite video game protagonists of all time. Don't know what to do with that thing. It seems like I'm supposed to get up close to it, but I don't think I can hop up any of these. So we'll have to leave it for later. It'd be really cool if you get the ability to, like, skate on water. But I think that's better for a... Well, who knows? Maybe there's... We can swim? No, we can kind of swim. That's neat. But yeah, can't do anything with the canoes at the moment. And can't do anything there. That's fair. They did such a fantastic job with this. Anything else? No, I'm just exploring for exploring's sake because I want to see as much of this while also seeing as little of this as possible. Because ultimately the early access version is incomplete. So your parents don't know. Know what? That you are an outcast chosen. I never got the chance to tell them. I see. You grubbin' flea-brain grabber. What bait? Hungry birdie. Haha. What, in Remus Rock? That your bird? No, we just met. Got yourself a nice treat, I see. Oh, I'll give him a nice treat. Junie's back. Let's tell everyone. Let's do it. Ah, drink death water, you sunken tuna taker. Ah. Hey, what's that thing? Sir, I am a... forget it. The nerve of these birds. Friendly guy. Old Samo. Just how I remember him. Well, it's a charming game. Take his fishing rod. Is there anything else to do here, or did he just go back to town too? Or he's over here. They did a really nice job with a lot of this. There he is. Well, he has nothing of value to say, and that is okay. To finish my thought from earlier before the boss fight, the thing I love about how indie games are starting to, like, become really prominent here is that they're not stopping at just one game anymore. A lot of developers would make one game, maybe two, and then run into budget issues and then disappear. But we're starting to get ones that are actually able to make it for like 2, 3, 4 games or something like that. And so with this, you can see and feel the crosscode in it in every square inch, but then they just have massively improved the overall gameplay, the game feel, the pixel art and everything. And so, like, I thought Crosscode was a masterpiece. This is going to be better, I think, I hope. And, like, I'm already seriously impressed with how this is going. And so much of this is possible because the studio is able to, like, continue to exist and improve and develop as not just, like, individuals, but as, like, a group, too. It's back. Damn, this looks nice. The Wellspring's returned. She's here. Everyone, over here. What? Juno, you're back. Hi? We heard you saved the village. Well, you really are a chosen. Wow. Where's your wise? Will you fight the Numera outside the village? The what? My friends, still your tongues. Does not the chosen deserve breath before answers? Valor or Lyra, welcome home. Nyx is still here? Lifted the curse and nature lifted is the curse and nature blooms. And yet, Nuemera still roam the land. No. Thankfully, they're keeping to themselves. But speaking of surprises, you arrive alone with no sight of the other chosen. Just me. Ahem. Well, except for... So, how is the situation further north? I don't know. I started the shelter by Kamu village. So near. I thought the Chosen were to be sheltered north of Sundalan. Yes, but I was on my way to Liam just as the Nyx arrived. Just visiting. By surprise, Nyx caught us, and by the gods' grace alone, most of us reached the shelters, and yet now we wake, fewer among many. Wait, not everyone's emerged? Many remain asleep. Why now, and for how much longer? The gods' will is hidden still. How long did we sleep for anyway? We don't know. Sorry, you don't know either. The gods are silent. Silent, you say, but is silence not also a guide? I don't feel like I've been guided. And yet, here you stand, guided by purpose. Would the gods trust their silence to one unworthy? We must move forward. What is broken can be built anew. You will help, will you not? Of course, what can I do? Estera waits for you. She knows where you're needed most. You can find her right over there. So wait, we are actually going to be building up the town. Got it. By your words and deeds, Chosen. Forever forward. Together as one. Hey. Oh, Junie. Darling. Hold on, what's next? Let's see, we still need to gather everything to rebuild the forge, but please don't forget to take breaks. Don't worry, Ma. God, these character portraits are so good. He's slacking off plenty when you're not looking. Just conserving my strength is all. Hi, Philia. Hi, Juno. I got business with my Ma. Come on, Pa, let's not bother them. Aye. So, did Noah send you here? That's right. He said I can help? By this spring, there's so many ways. Honestly, we've all been desperately waiting for you to wake up. Noah told me the new Emera is still out there, right? Yes, they're right where we gotta get to. Like the Quickwood Forest north of our rice field, Quickwood Forest and our old rice fields. We really need that wood and rice eventually. Right. The best you can help is to run off the new Emera those spots. Got it, I'll get right to it. But before that, speaking of food... Oh, someone's hungry. The last meal was about ages ago. Fussy fixers, you must be starving. Got some grub around here. Just follow me. What is that thing, though? God, they did such a fantastic job with every single bit of this. This here's a resting spot. The gods left us some rations. Here, let me give you some. That should be enough for now. Just talk to me if you need more. That's some solid stuff. You gotta cook it first, silly. Of course. I can take care of that, thank you. You're so welcome. Time to get cooking. Resting spot, cook. Okay, so we can do cooked basic ration. So, prepares meal, heals me for 160 or gives me 160 extra health, reduces my dash cooldown or something, and then also gives me some extra healing charges. And gives me a first-time bonus, whatever... Oh, that increases my cooking skill. Neat. Okay, so speed 4 second, charges 5, power... Okay. And Treble Whisper. Don't fully understand what all of those mean yet, but I like that. That wasn't too bad. Feeling better now? Sure. Also, somehow stronger. That might be your divine gear reacting to your food intake. Right. It's properly powered up now, all thanks to the food. Always great to have one more excuse to eat. Learn how to use boosts and recharge them. Sure. This is new information to me. Okay, boosts are around the healing bulb. Activate them by holding left, up, and right. Okay, you only have this one. Starts applying the boost. As you do, time slows down slightly, so don't worry about using a boost in the middle of combat. Okay, we have a limited amount of charges. Boost is then displayed as above under the life bar. Yellow indicates the remaining time. Boost, on the other hand, is now on cooldown. Fight enemies to refill a charge. Oh, sick. So we don't have to worry about it conserving anything. Total remaining charges are displayed in the lower right. Recharge them, you have to cook new meal. Oh, never mind, you do have to worry about it then. Oh well. And so then we can also do character menu and everything. And it refunds everything. All filled up? Yes, and ready to fight some new Emera. Then you best talk to Penterson at the lumber corner and Orlando at the old Kamu village. Gotta know the spots to get rid of the Nyx. Will do. Great. Then you can find me at the table if you need anything. Yeah, I look forward to playing this later with Shell when it's actually done. Because then I'll be able to Okay, duration, 25 seconds, double trouble, which I'm assuming just increases break damage. Let's see. Do we actually know where any of this is? Okay, Penterson at Lumber Corner and Old Kamu Village. Well, Old Kamu... Oh, I see. They're up here. Well, I guess we're walking. And yeah, Old Kamu Village is there. Man, can you imagine if this had come out during the, like, PS1 era? Like, we would have had so many games actively trying to be like it. And, like, follow in its footsteps. I don't know, that's always something that saddens me a little bit about the games industry, is that we're getting so many incredible games that, like, years ago, back in, like, the early stages of game development, and just gaming in general, would have been massively impactful, and they're still massively impactful when they come out, but we get so many more games nowadays, and we have so many older games that are still relevant, even today, that some of them get a little lost. This is just kind of musing in terms of, like, how games live and survive and grow. Finally back in nature. Feels great. It seems you've gotten fully accustomed to your divine gear. You should use your divine sprint if you wish to travel faster. Yes! Okay, so it just lets me jump around. Now I can't get up to that one. Okay, so we actually have a reason to collect all of this stuff. Oh, I'm going to be an obsessive collector, I believe. Look at all this beautiful... Okay, here we go. Oh, so it's like a chest. Whisper of the Gods. Essence. Yeah, here's the question. Okay, I can get stuff from that. Oh. You move faster and jump automatically. Nuemera is still here, and close to the village, too. Get rid of the little guys. That didn't work. Nope. Nope, that ain't working. Yeah, I want to practice some of my... Well, that certainly wasn't a parry. I want to practice my parries because I want to use them. That ain't a parry. Oh, when in doubt. There we go. Skill up. I haven't killed these yet, but at least we get the loot. It's fine. Just learning and trying to get better at some of the important things. Yeah, I can't break that yet. We'll figure it out. Come back later. Let's see. Yeah, mostly just in terms of, like... I think I've been feeling like there's just an overabundance of everything lately, and it's been driving me a little nutty. As somebody who kind of makes it his job to highlight the good stuff, if I can. Ooh. Okay, that homes in. Rude. I appreciate that you can actually see, like, random people. There we go. Ow. Dodge, and then just shoot this. How do I get up to you? I guess this direction? Oh, yeah. Perfect. But yeah, there's just been an overabundance of things lately. Don't know what that does. Maybe I have to hit it with, like, a lightning spell. And wanting more games to have time to breathe, to really stand out and kind of be visible to the world as, like, no, this is insanely good, and I want more people to be able to, like, sit down and pay attention to it. And then also feeling like, oh god, there's just too many good things coming out every single day. How do I even keep track of them all? I think part of it is because game development has become wildly more accessible nowadays. You know, programming tools, engines, modeling, and just people are getting more skilled at making them. And that really is having like a noticeable effect on the sheer number of games that we have access to, but then also Steam has not gotten bigger. It's not like we have more platforms, and so a lot of these games do just get buried, and that sucks. Alright, let's see. Well, one thing I should probably do before we go. So I'll do Ocean Ring. That gets me the charge attack. I'm going to be terrible about using a bunch of these just because, I don't know, heat of the moment, it's kind of hard to pull off combos. Oh, hi. It really has opened, just like that. Once the curse was lifted, the gods deemed it to the right moment. There's still people sleeping in there. Wonder when the gods will let them out as well. Is something the matter? It's just, I had a friend. He didn't want to go into a shelter, because he was afraid he might never come out. Oh. Sunken! Nuemera, so many of them. Right next to the shelter. That seems a bit dangerous. I better take care of them. Alright, well. Anyway, kind of an odd spot to do an outro, but hey, here we are. Yeah, Alabaster Dawn is absolutely stunningly fantastic. Everything I was hoping for and more. I've been avoiding every possible, let's see. I've been avoiding every possible spoiler that I can have for this game. Because I wanted to just enjoy it. Yeah, I'm just button mashing at this point. I've totally forgotten about combos. And that's fine too. There we go. And last one. Let's see if I can do the parry at the very least. Nope, that didn't work. I'll use one of these. I want to do the parry counterattack, because that feels like something I want to... Well, at least that works. Nope, screw it. It gets the gun. Close enough. Oh, nope, we get a fancy pants lad. Okay, so that was the parry con. There we go, that's the combo. That's all the fun stuff. I'm gonna be terrible at it, but it's fine. Anyway, yeah, I've been avoiding any and all information for this one because I knew it was gonna be good. Oh, where did that come from? Seems like the gods sent you a little reward. Taking care of these little Nuemera was the right choice. Dim Halo. Max life and armor. Wait, is that a gem? You can use them to, I know, enhance our divine weapon and armor. We learned about them. Spoken like a true chosen. I did go through the whole training, you know. Okay, I know how to equip gems. Sadly, I don't have any gem slots because I didn't think they were necessary until I got a gem to actually make it worth it. Still don't know how to get access to some of those, but it seems like there's maybe warp pads or something. Anyway, yeah, I've been avoiding any kind of information for this game because I knew it was going to be good, and I am glad to see that it is even better than I could have possibly imagined. I feel bad just taking some bird's eggs, but oh well. Anyway, I guess with all this said, I might as well mention that that Alabaster Dawn is available now on Steam, so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is extremely good, but is also not done yet. So the other thing I would say is, if you don't want to wait, or if you don't want to wait for this to be complete, you can also pick up Crosscode, which is like an 80-hour RPG. Like it is a monster in and of itself, and extremely good. And had like a really substantive DLC as well, that I will admit, haven't actually played yet. Need to go back to. I might actually go and do a series on that between. There we go. Just so I can actually go and finish that off as well. But genuinely some of the best retro-style action RPGs on the market. Hugely worth picking up, hugely worth playing, hugely worth appreciating, kind of for the first time, and even for, like, repeat plays. As, if you want to joke, there's a version of Crosscode where you play as the jokey beef chunk man version of the main character, and I have no idea what that's going to do with the story, but I look forward to trying it anyway. Anyway, for now, yes, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, and of course the usual like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill.